I never was much of a Boy Scout. Hey everybody. Today we're working on a 20-ounce skinny straight. We're going to be doing a boho style tumbler. I've been really enjoying the looks of the boho art that I've been seeing, and I was inspired by a painting, and I will put the name of the artist down in the description box. Name of the artist is Wendy Devereaux, and unbeknownst to me, I had already taken inspiration from her one other time, and I didn't know it was her. I just know that I had seen the painting. So we're going to do this painting, or this tumbler, based on one of her paintings. I'm going to change it up just a little bit. Hers was a little more blingy than this is going to be, but it was beautiful just the same. What we're going to be using are a number of acrylic paints, and we're going to have white and vintage tea rose. And we're going to be using this apricot apple barrel style. This is an old one that I have, but it's called olive yellow. And this actually kind of falls in with the boho colors. And that's what I'm looking for here. I'm not positive about this one because I'm afraid it might be a little too bright, but we'll see what it looks like on here. We're also going to incorporate a couple of metallics from Deco Art, and this one is champagne gold, and this one is zinc. So we're going to do that. I'm also planning on doing some of this glitter, and you'll see later on where that all goes. But this is Sandi's Organized Chaos glitter, and this is called Sally. And I'm still up in the air, but I'm thinking that I might want to try to do some of this cording at our dividing line on this tumbler. Not sure how that's going to work out, but we're considering it. So, for starters, I need to give myself a dividing line on here. And I have this really technical way of marking my tumblers. Yeah, it's a piece of wood that I've taped a pencil onto, and I'm just using this other jar that kind of gives me the height that I want for my mark. And actually, I'm going to do this way because I'm right-handed, so I have no idea if I'll be able to spin that cup. So all I'm doing is putting the point to the pencil on the cup and turning it, giving myself a mark to be able to go by. And it didn't have to be very dark, but hopefully you can see my dividing line. And that's all we needed that for. So I'm going to set it over here to the side, get it out of the way. Now, the beauty of this is that I can just take my paint right out of, out of my bottles. Pop, there you go. So I'm going to start by giving myself stripes of color, come back through with the other color. You'll see what I'm going to do. And then I'm going to paint it with either this chip brush that I have trimmed up pretty straight on the end. I'm not sure what kind of striation I'm going to get, but I think this one's going to give me the one that I want. Or I have this one, which is just another cheap brush, but I need to see which one gives me the best brush lines. So all that said, I'm going to start applying my paint. Okay, that looks kind of cool as it is, doesn't it? Let me grab paper towels. They're right here. And I'm hoping not to make a big mess there. I held off on the apricot because I think that's going to kind of throw off the whole vibe. And first things first, I need to wet my paintbrush. So I'm spritzing it with distilled water. Okay. All right. And we're just going to start pulling the color down. Yes, there's a lot that goes onto the paper towel, but, whoops, the way this winds up looking is amazing. I did use a little bit different colors than she did, but when I tell you that I was like thoroughly inspired by her design, it's an understatement. Okay, my paintbrush is getting a little bit muddy. Not what I want there. Okay. And now I just need to go through and kind of decide where I need a little extra color. I did put a lot of stripes on here. So, like I said, I am well aware of the amount of paint that's being wasted. It's nowhere near as much as if I was doing a poured paint, but okay. I'm going to go through and give myself some clean swipes and try to land at my dividing line. Whoops, I didn't want that crooked. I almost feel like it needed 2 brushes, but she did it with 1. And it was amazing. And the metallics added something really special to it. One thing I don't want to do is wear this paint today. Why is that not painting? Okay. And let's swipe down this way. You know what's funny is that this it seems to be the Rust-Oleum that's rejecting the acrylic paint. Isn't that weird? We don't usually have that kind of a problem. Either way, it really is kind of coming out cool. Come on. All right. Now, isn't it pretty? It just looks very whimsical. And I just think it's so cool. I've decided I'm going to use this rope to go around. I just think it stays more with the boho, more so than the glitter, because we already have the shimmer through here. And I want to show you, I'm hoping that you can detect that shimmer from the champagne gold. I think that that's plenty of shimmer. See, like right here, it really shows nicely. So I need to get back to where I wanted my front to be here. And I think that was it. Whoops. Let's see if I can throw this on the floor, because I'm pretty sure I can. Well, I think this is it. I think this is it. Now I think I'm gonna have to stand up to do this, but what my plan is I am going to glue this rope on around that part there, and then I'm going to tie it, and I believe it's called a square knot, but I never was much of a Boy Scout. So I'm gonna tie a knot in the front of it, and I frayed the ends out. I just used my little picky thing here. Can you see that point? I just kind of pulled them out that way. And yes, I will have to resin those down so that they aren't obtrusive, but I think I can do it. I think I can. But isn't that going to be cute? I think that'll be cute with that on there. So my objective is to get this on here as straight as I can, and I'm going to push it in to the cup to try to flatten it down a little bit. Yes, this is going to put a bump in the cup. I've already established that I prefer cups with texture on them. I can't apologize for that. So I think I may, no, I can't do that either. Okay, so I have Mod Podge in here. I thought it might be easier to apply it that way. So before I do the back end, I want to get the sides on, because I can always slide the back around. So wish us luck. We're probably going to need it. I don't know, do I need to take you down further for this? I need to sit in my chair because I've got my phone up here. Let's see if I bring you in just a little bit. There we go. And let's get us a little more centered. Okay, let's see if that does the trick for us. I think I'm about where I need to be on the back side. Just one quick check. Yeah, I'm right about where I need to be. I just want to make sure that when I tie the knot, I am going to be somewhat even, and I'm not. Little adjustments. Okay. All right. We're calling that where it's going to be. I did paint the bottom with more of the pink and the white, and I put the champagne on top of that. I know my hand's in the way, but you'll see when I come around how I'm doing this. And I don't want to do the where the knot's going to be just yet. I just thought this would give me the best line of adhesive by putting it into this little needle tip bottle, because that's how I was going to apply the glitter anyway. So we're going to bring this up as tight as we can and just hope that we have it on there well enough. Okay, that's on there. I don't want to keep chasing that tail. Okay, this has to come down just a smidgen in the back, and I will tuck the glue in there. I just don't want to stick to the paint, because if I pull my hands away, I'm going to pull the paint away. I don't want to do that. So I'm just looking to smush this down as much as I can. And I am going to cover the rope with some Mod Podge as well, just so that it doesn't throw off a ton of bubbles. And if I have to, I'll go over that with UV resin. Okay. I'm just trying to smush it down so it's not quite as big of a bump. But like I said, I don't mind the textured tumblers. I did think about maybe mattifying this, but I don't think I'm going to do that. Let's see, is that gonna hold? Yep, I dinged it already. What's new? What's new? Not much. Okay. That seems to be on there pretty good. I'm going to move this up a little and get the glue on here, yeah, as I move it out of the camera, right? Because I am gluing over top of it as well, I think it'll be just fine. I'll be able to get glue down to the other edge if I need it. Sorry, I'm thinking and talking at the same time. We all know that's a dangerous combination for me. Okay, just slide that down onto my line. Trying to make sure that it's straight. The good thing about the Mod Podge is that it won't show as I get it to the outside edge. It won't show under the epoxy. Thank goodness. And I got this string, I want to say I got it at either Michael's, excuse me, Hobby Lobby at some point last year, knowing that I was going to be doing a tumbler with it at some point. Okay, it's on there. I really don't like the idea of putting this tumbler down onto the top because of the dings. Where's my crochet hook? It's not over here. All right, I'm going to do it like this and then just catch it and slide it through. Pull it tight. I told you I wasn't a very good Boy Scout. No, that's what I did before. So I want to do this. Let me get a hold of all that. That's what I'm looking for. Is that right there? Now, let me just inspect it, make sure that the rope is where I want it. And then I'm going to squirt some glue in there and hope that it stays. You know, I think I might just forego the Mod Podge for this part and use my Gorilla Super Glue. This is really fast setting. Okay, this is supposed to set in 10 seconds, and I'm going to try to hold it to that. Throw this in there. And I know that that'll hold it. I'm not thrilled about that glue being there. And just hold it for a few seconds and let it anchor itself. And then I'm going to have to, I'll have to cut these back because I can't leave them that long. It would be cool if I could, but I can't. Okay, it's glued. Yee-hee. Oh. Ah, that is so stinking cute. I love it. What do you think? Let me bring you back out a little bit so you can see the whole thing. Yeah, I have a little little ding there. I might try to fix that up a little bit, but how cute is that? And it is very boho. It's not overly done, understated, but cute as all get out. I hope you like it. So I'm going to put my Mod Podge on here, and then I'm going to schmooze it in and hopefully make a good seal. And if you get a chance, and you really want to see what this is supposed to look like, I would say go to Wendy Devereaux' channel. And it's funny because she paints the way I think. There's a connection there. For me, anyway. I'm going to try to tag her as well so that she can come and critique my rendition of what she did. I know I'm always interested as to whether or not somebody tries something that I put out there. It is the purest form of flattery, and I truly believe that. So, and I'm rambling, yep. I did a video a while ago and I didn't say anything. I just did music all the way through as an experiment and explained that I didn't think anybody wanted to listen to me ramble. And several people said, ramble away, because you give details that we need. So, here I am, rambling. I think I'm going to go ahead and do the glitter here on the bottom. I'm satisfied with that. I can still see the pink through it. Hopefully you can too. It's just a little added something. Cool. I'm happy enough with that. when we come back, hopefully, we have a finished tumbler. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you love this design. I know I do. I just can't even stand it. It's so cute. But we shall return with a good looking tumbler, I think. So stay tuned, folks.